Mame fa na say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o say dem yopo.
Ebusia decision John Dramani Mahama, the sitting president of the republic, what take on upcoming 6th March celebration, Independence Day celebration, the new twister John Dramani Mahama Eddie Abano, and Apusu Ibanche Innocent or political analyst or Chichi Nyamamu say this is the right way. This is what a idea I was say 100 years ago. Grand was say yes I did. They will say yes I did. Now say after John Dramani Mahama and Kuaba and the one who they use another need say yet me revisit the way I celebrating independence or Kroman. According to the normal norm, you say you call it sound like we are independent or independent square normal marching according to Ivan, this is the perfect way John Dramani Mahama who said John Mahama is the right person or with me or with me ama Ghana afan to my pa afra and ama Ivan innocent I know why ye and an age who said John Dramani Mahama I take grounds on this particular decision I was taking. Aha, that's why PENDREAM TV. You best say, and first time I'll share content via Uber subscribe to the channel first of all. Then you press on the notification bell. Send a day be your content, a fly with what white colors in your inbox. Young going to see Ivan innocent, a broad Sanchez, but of course, we share video in na you best say. Overshare this particular video. Send a be quite chima for so and sa betimi akabi. Na say asem you over beti we na say bi usu wo bika or comment bi abuso make here. It's either so over comment section na say ubeye record no tin kama na fe we dey send 0248 407344 0248 407344 e WhatsApp na promise say of course if you publish it usu was session and I say usu side of the whole issue, you ever publish your PENDREAM TV, ama amansen na ati wonkebi. Yankoni yukuti Ivan Che Innocent without much time, yukuti Ivan Che Innocent, yambrasi yawa.
Na akoswa a cost saving and over the years, most of the your friends and big ceremony cost involved at the regional level. We deliberately sit down. Boa Omainsikano na yakwakwa in the name of celebrating Ghana's independence. You see, I am not a birthday person, somebody who believes in celebrating birthday and those kind of nonsense. I don't believe in those things. But I believe, sir, as a country, our Independence Day should be a reminder to all of us as citizens. Sir, the reason why our forefathers are fighting for independence, they say, you better take control of our own destiny, of our own livelihood, of our own everything, and lead charge and make sure, sir, we create sustainability not only for ourselves, but for the generation yet to come. But what tenacia now we any intellectual analysis. If BIA will point to the fact is we have deliberately failed ourselves. The cause, the motivation, Emma, your forefathers, a fighting, some lost their life, did everything that they could to resist the imperial rule of the white. Na yebenya control. Na yedi yankasa ye hosono. What tenacia na any credible analysis, any dispassionate analysis that you make, you could see say ya tenacia shadasi ye boy bro. And we have sharply deviated from Nema Emma Yakoji independence. So for me, there is absolutely nothing to celebrate. That day should be a reminder. Every citizen should go back, do sober reflection, so that we can invoke that sense of patriotism and nationalism and reflect on how our individually, you are failing this country and how we can bring ourselves back, bring ourselves to terms with the motivations na man for a take that particular way, no. Corruption has become so pervasive and so rampant to the extent say we nimba bi ayeko person kumnya greed, indiscipline. These are critical things that push you back in our development. So if we have Nipan over the years, mekai pa Ghana at 50, the amount of money amount for to go okrom hase no na reho ya beye nipa bi ase ya nwene yenim nyansa ntini ya ya ade a state ni de nti nobody owns it. Just blow cash and blow some for yourself and it ends there. So that is why this particular decision by President Mahama is a significant one that deserves commendation. And going forward, I'm even suggesting, sir, that Independence Day should be a flag waving day. A day every Ghanaian will hold on to a Ghanaian flag. Would be see would die so, and NASA ubekura drivers will mount the national flag. Now you projected that sense of nationalism, ni patriotism. No, it is better than boy soldier for the police for ano now we hey who hey. Just nyansa biya ni sa niyama we, but yetimi aye niyama we for over 30 to 40 years. Come on. They couldn't see these things, but some of us, we are very young, but we see everything wrong with some of these foolish things. Yes, it's a police for any soldier for and cross school for Kujinarium. Now, more march up and down. Just any nyansa dear behind him. Yebe no, now crophobia for who we are my nisika sabi. What's your wakoma? Na ajuma for cracker to Yahweh sem. Enti the Independence Day, no, a day, a sober reflection. Now you reflect on the need for us. Say you bet me up put to your home and you develop it. Now you're making sure say we are in a competition with countries out there. Because there be international advances other countries are making in terms of your friends technological innovation, sciences, area of medicine, and several other areas, aviation. However, countries are making significant advances. They are in a competition. America, why you to be fire home to a more, but what are we doing differently? Sabaya LC bet me kusi kwanum. Obeda sorry, I see assessor over millions of dollars. Near the quite year Independence Day parade. Now, besides after the parade, how is it benefiting the average market woman? Or tea crassy baby, old digger, and the taxes and the EDD Sanquas as a moisabi. Nyansa bianim. And it is in that order, and at this particular way, cancel most of the unnecessary, your friend is saying, activities are. For use as a vehicle. The ball minor chrono. And me, Makasa going forward, I'm even expecting a more radical approach. Sabaya, this much past nonsense will even stop nowhere. But rather, Ghanaians need to project their national flag. Let us remind Ghana for the need to be patriotic, invoke the sense of nationalism, and why there is the need for us to look after one another. In this country, now you're toning down on greed, you're toning down on extreme partisan activism, and those kind of a over the years, I draw them back. Now you're as a country, you're a long-term planner, driven by a vision that is absolute, that is right. A tailor the welfare of the people. These are some of the things that we need to do. By the question. San no. Oh, 1947, 1957, a soldier for the police for Mache, and 2000, the same thing is happening. 2010, the same thing. Here we are. Now, I'm for them, we have no more koba. Afibia, ya, obi, yenny pamani trash from Nyansa Bianim. So I think I will have to commend President Mahama for this particular decision, this time cutting down all the huge activities in as a forum, and in the next one, I'm expecting say even those match passing as a forum will be zero, will be nil, namum. Young concentrating on how Ghana Nibia benya access to Ghana flag. Okay, America they do. But most of the buildings, American flag is so what you say enye bibi a chirawa is a daily reminder. Say renew your allegiance to your country. You own your country, a duty. That sense of belongingness. And I said the Independence Day celebration at the Brian, na Ghana Nick should be able to connect with the country. We should be able to connect to our root, to our the motivation behind that particular fight. Among for fight here and along the line, some got sacrificed. It cannot be business as usual. It cannot be an avenue where MMDC, DCs, regional ministers, why better baby. Now ya budget kafu in the name of Independence Day. One day ni yashisikano nyansa bia ni obako bonkrugu yo na nipa na mwanu minsuo obako ebono baby na ka kwan na ho akra hakra no internet na for your problem. These monies we need to reinvest and realign and channel them into some of these productive areas. I bet me to empower young people. Now to mean putting yourself in line with the world that is coming. With this scientific innovation and those things that are coming up, there is the need. There should be a deliberate, conscious effort to tap in. Because one tap in, it will never find you. I have told you that the world is racing. Internet of Things, robotics, AI, and all other sort of innovative countries are raising, people are chasing it. What are we doing? Are we still sitting here? Yeah, the air draw and maybe control for blackboard. So this is control. That kind of we need to reset the mind. Now you have a national focus, a national vision, a developmental plan. What is the long-term vision of this country in the next 50 years? Send ye pesi yehu Ghana in the next 30, medium term, send ye pesi yehu no short term in the next 5 years. Kwan ben ye faso ye pesi yehu Ghana. Na ye nyina collectively no ye invest your time, your energy, resources, wisdom, knowledge, everything into making that particular vision a reality, because that is exactly what other countries did to get to where they are today. And then we fancy traveling Ghana need to make America no for camera dinner. This is your fans heaven. If you saw the basic form, people fought for it. People died. Some got sacrificed. You are lucky you are enjoying. This is our country. Abaya shithole. I see you add your voice to the conversation and make sure, say, we fix this rotten and broken country. Because so what now we have fair analysis be a sika kwa man for bottom at the end of every year ewo kroma eso change the ekoma in ho. Because Yashada created deliberate pathways up among for you to siphon and drawing everywhere. And I had a conversation with somebody talking to me about even the corruption in the military. Every single facet of our society is so corrupt to the extent that obeji sikasa okwa koto cars aba okwa no akoto second hand cars. 1 month, 1 week, na cars na break with them. Waji sikadi, nobody is out there checking whether sikana obeji no okoto nema no audit. Your friends a process. Your mind way ma. You make sure say so obi beji or mind sika no so the kwaya there. Really do they use the money for the intended purposes? Say auditor your friends a controller and accountant general department HCR workers a car. When they get that campaign or follow up to ensure say people who are being paid, the account numbers they use to pay them, no, they are really people on the ground who are working. Who is doing all these things? The oversight responsibility. Who is policing this country? But I'm say a chrono bazan ya create obi area and obi ko huni nua de na wakana no atom is the reason why some people can sit at the National Service Secretariat and cook such a huge scandal for 7 to 8 good years. Nobody will find out until a private firm go in to find out. And most of the big corruption cases are also aren't you surprised? Say private investigators and find out. But we have state institutions that are supposed to identify these things. We pay them, they go for conferences, they go for your friend saying NEMA top up your friend saying educational advancement and as for our abroad, we pay them per diem, we pay them in dollars. When they come back, the system is unable to identify some of these corrupt practices, behaviors going on in various institutions. We are sick. And Sunday, the same people dressed in white, we don't even know what they are doing. So I think there is a wake-up call, and I will admonish President Mahama to go the way he's going. Not on taking up more stringent, tough measures to ensure that we drill down on crime. Now you're making corruption and other crimes a high-risk venture. Sabaya, a huge disincentive. People will not fancy say ordinance have a bomb mindset come. Now see, I set 2 or 3 examples. I will chrome her. Trust me. A man for the best answer. But si antimi anya saa nema wei na ya ne buruburu ya me nuanom ye nyina Nyankopon ma kind of yamfa nche Ghana no obi kobokro no abehe na ohene abɔ ne chacha mu okopachawo ya sati example na ohene bi abepachawo na wakwada bia na custody for 1 month. Next time obi suma no so onkopachawo obi su nyansa afrim. We can create an environment where impunity thrives and reigns. Council of State members, we need to stop this nonsense and make sure, say, the state allocate to the uttermost best in terms of punishing crimes. And yes, sir, development that you're seeking, and then the other side has to do with the moral environment. And also no. Go downward, decay asim. Society, we don't even know where we are going. We need to take time and use occasions like this, the Independence Day celebration, to remind ourselves. And yet, day to celebrate. Now, my fairly celebration, Ben, I will celebrate it. And we don't even value the independence, because we have demonstrated clearly the opposite of what Kwame Nkrumah says. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Trust me, we have not demonstrated that we are capable. We have demonstrated corruption. We have demonstrated greed. We have demonstrated selfishness and individualism. Self-centeredness. That is what we are demonstrating. We have never been able to demonstrate that indeed we are capable of managing our own affairs. We form political parties. They become an instrument of terror, and are used to amass wealth for ourselves and to destabilize the same nation we've taken oath to protect the people. And unfortunately, majority of the people are so gullible, so emotional, and almost they don't even know what they are in for. Occasions like this, and yes, as a nation, and we reflect on our loss, on our failures, and our gains as well. And then how we're able to restitute Nema. Now things will work better for us as a country. And yes, sir, and we decide to go this particular line. Trust me, the next 50 years will come and Ghana will be worse off. Resources kakrana yawono, the able young men and women will continue to exit the shores of this country in frustration, in search for non-existent jobs elsewhere. Ahonene nimdeɛ kakra bi no manya no ɔmo de bɛkɔ abɔnten akɔboa amanfo akyekere amanfo man ɔmo asia bɛfa natural resources na ɛwɔ ha na kɔ, because our people are greedy. So consistently no, and as a forever no, we will remain impoverished. My culture say woti baby na wadwen say God is coming to fix this country. You are mad. Ko Nyankopɔn fix your mind. Nyankopɔn doesn't have time for fools, ni greedy people. He's ready to help those who are ready to help themselves. That is why the Western countries no more upgrade you to certain level no or more no more cost or more echo money. Uyo hieni maya until so we have a renewed sense of reason and mentality. No why begin to do things right and you continue to be poor. Yankopombo we are who how many years in here Africa be Yankee nye. It's because of this greed.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases. Pendream TV.